Today we are back in my 2023 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 392 and we're actually taking it to another off-road trail. So last week you guys saw us taking it to a trail after a rainstorm. I'm gonna try to take the ditch. This might be a little risky because it's very slippery. I don't want to accidentally fall into the ditch. But looks like we did good there. I'm gonna get up on the side here as well. Now today we're taking it to a different trail after another rainstorm as well. So this trail is a little bit less of an actual trail than we did last week, but I have taken my Jeep Cherokee XJ on this trail before. And there is a pretty cool water crossing that I want to show you guys. Now, like I said, it's really nothing too crazy. It's just like maybe a foot at most, so it's not going to be anything for the 392. Even if it was, we do have that hydro guide system right in the hood there, so we can take any depth of water that we want. So it's going to be a fun trail, I think. Going to be a fun drive. We're going to be exploring some roads here in the 392 that we've never been on. Should be a bunch of fun. And I have to say, it's been about 4 or 5 months since I've had this Jeep, and we have a little over 3,000 miles already, so 3,272 miles to be exact, and they're just gonna keep going up because this thing is extremely fun to drive, as you guys can probably imagine. And I hope you guys have been enjoying the videos with this 392 so far. But like I said, we're gonna be hitting up this new trail, so I will update you guys when we get there. Alrighty guys, so we have now turned onto the actual road. Now let me show you guys what it looks like. So there was a sign that said road subject to flooding or something, or like road may flood. So you know that's always a good sign when you're driving a Jeep. It's right after a rainstorm. So right now you can see it's obviously just pavement right now. But as we keep driving down this road, it's gonna turn into gravel and then it's gonna just turn into water, I guess. So should be a fun time. Hopefully the water levels are a little bit higher than they were whenever I came here with my XJ. Because, you know, it was nothing for my XJ, so obviously it's not gonna be anything for the 392 as well. So it should be pretty cool. It's always a fun time just coming out here and exploring these new roads with my 392. So we are now about to hit the gravel section of the road. As you guys can see here, right now it is about to turn into gravel. So that's how you know it's getting real. We're gonna be hitting the water here soon. Right now it's just a little bit bumpy, you know, just a standard gravel road. It's actually pretty well packed in there for a gravel road. It's not like too bumpy or anything. So I will update you guys once we get there. Not even a minute has passed, but we already see the water crossing straight ahead. So I'm actually gonna stop right before the water crossing, get out and take a look, show you guys what it looks like, and then we're going to cross it. Alrighty guys, so here we are at the water crossing. Obviously we got the Jeep right here looking really good. Now there are some private property signs right over here, so unfortunately we can't actually explore this area any farther than like past right over here where the trees are. Same thing applies to right over there. There's private property signs pretty much everywhere here, but this water crossing is going to be pretty fun to go through. Not really sure how deep it is right now, but I'm going to attempt going around the outside here first, see how it goes, and then we can probably hit up the this part right over here as well. So like I said, shouldn't be any kind of an issue for the 392 here. Should be a lot of fun. We'll see how it goes. I actually want to see if I can walk through here just to see what it looks like. Don't really want to walk through the water though, so I'll probably just drive through and see what it's like. But last time I came here, I kind of went through this area with the XJ, if you guys remember. You can kind of see the front there is a little bit flexed. But yeah, it's nothing crazy here. Just got some cool pictures over there. So it should be a fun time. Like I said, unfortunately can't really explore much of the area because it's private property, as you can see right there. But we're actually gonna drive right through here and we'll see how it goes. Alrighty guys, so we are going to now attempt this water crossing. Alright, so that was obviously nothing for the 392. We're going to now go through the center. Let's see how deep this is. Okay. So obviously, once again, that was probably like a foot, maybe a bit more. But I mean, obviously it's not gonna be anything for the 392, of course. Alrighty guys, so now that we are out of the water crossing, we're just going to continue on this gravel road here and just kind of see where it takes us. Like I said, I have been here with my XJ, so you know, it's been about a year since I came here, but it's always cool, like I said, to come out here and explore these roads with my Jeep. Doesn't matter if it's the XJ or the 392. It is my first time on this road with the 392, so you know, always a fun experience driving this Jeep anywhere, basically on or off the road or through water. It's pretty much a fun vehicle to drive anytime, whereas with the XJ, it's fun to drive off-road, and you know, it does good on the road. I'm not complaining, not saying that it's bad off the road, but I wouldn't consider it to be fun on the road. It's fun off-road for sure, and like in snowy conditions on the road. But with the 392, of course, as you guys can imagine, it's definitely fun both on and off-road, and that's kind of the main thing that I've been talking about with this Jeep, is that it's the best of both worlds. So you can have fun on road, you can, you know, obviously with the big V8 392 6.4 liter, you have 470 horsepower, 470 pound-feet of torque, and it is a lot of fun to actually use all that horsepower and torque on the road. If you're, you know, you can take it down like the Tail of the Dragon or Skyline Drive or the Blue Ridge Parkway and have fun on twisty roads. And I was actually surprised at how well this thing actually handles twisty roads and turns. It's actually a whole bunch of fun. You know, you guys probably know I had the Challenger before I got the 392, the Challenger Scat Pack. Sold that thing and got the 392 Wrangler. And I have to say, the Wrangler is actually a lot more fun than the Challenger for a variety of different reasons. With the Wrangler, I can basically drive it wherever I want. I just have a lot more freedom with it. And it's basically, you know, I wouldn't say that it's less fun on road than the Challenger was, but I feel like I could definitely do more with the Challenger on the road. And the Wrangler isn't made for like on-road performance. Obviously, it's just made for, you know, its maximized potential is made for off-road driving, and of course that's where it shines. That's what it's the best at doing. But you know, obviously it's still a whole bunch of fun to drive on the road as well. Now, you know, comparing it to the Challenger Scat Pack, I would say the Challenger was just a bit more fun to drive on the road, but the Jeep still is fun on the road. Like I can have a whole bunch of fun with it. So, you know, the Challenger can't drive off-road whatsoever, and that's exactly where the Jeep shines. So the 392 Wrangler definitely is the best of both worlds in my opinion. So, you know, definitely very happy with replacing the Challenger Scat Pack with the 392 Wrangler, and I would definitely highly recommend getting one if you are in the market, if you are searching for one. Definitely a whole bunch of fun. So here we are still on the gravel road here. Gonna see where it comes out of. I don't really remember because I've only been on this road one time. It was with my XJ, like I said. So just fun to explore these new roads with my 392. Sometime in the future, I do want to take this thing on like an actual off-road trail. It's a very popular off-road trail in the area here. So I definitely do want to go there sometime, take you guys along for the trip. Should be a whole bunch of fun. There's a lot of trails down south as well that I would like to hit eventually. So one thing I like about this trail here is that it does open up to a whole bunch of like farmland, which I like. So it's nice, you know, if you like live in the city or something, it's nice to just come out here and, you know, enjoy some peace and quiet every once in a while. So you see all the nice farmland. Just a fun drive overall, and of course the 392 just makes it that much better. But yeah, it's fun, even though this isn't like actual off-roading. I'm sure I'll get a whole bunch of comments about that, as always, but it's still fun just to like explore new roads, especially ones like this with a bunch of farmland. Like I said, it's good just to get away from the city every once in a while, enjoy the peace and quiet out here. Alrighty guys, so we got off the trail here. I want to show you guys a quick walk around of the 392. So really nothing, there's really no actual like dirt on it. It's kind of just like sandy from that trail. As you can see, some stuff right here. We do have a lot of rocks in the tread right here of the BF Goodrich KO2s, and of course these are 315s with the Extreme Recon package. Most of the mud in the wheel wells here is actually from our previous off-roading trip that we went on actually last week. Going down into all the rocks into this little creek here. Still pretty clean, but definitely does deserve a car wash, because as you guys know, I definitely do like keeping this thing pretty clean. So one of the other things I wanted to talk about today is my future plans for my 392. Now, as you guys know, the 392 with the Extreme Recon package, I've said this before, but it basically comes ready to go straight from the factory. Now, what I mean by that is because it does already have the front and rear diff lockers. It has the sway bar disconnect. It has 35-inch all-terrain tires, the BF Goodrich KO2s, 315s that come stock with the Extreme Recon package completely from the factory. It's basically ready to go. It has a bunch of tow hooks, 2 in the front, 1 in the rear. Yeah, I mean, the only thing that I would want to add to actually make it like seriously off-road ready is a winch. Now, I do want to go with a worn winch because I do know that it does fit in the front bumper right there. Let me actually get out and show you guys what I'm talking about here. So the front winch would just go in this little section right here, so I'll just have to unscrew this, mount the winch right here, and then I would have to take the front license plate off, but it does already have an area for the cable to come out right underneath the plate here. If you guys can see that, I would have to relocate the license plate probably somewhere underneath right here. I do also want to get like a winch like cover type thing, so it's basically just like a metal bar that screws into these like already pre-drilled holes in the steel bumper right here, and that will just protect the winch from, you know, any kind of like branches, rocks, anything that would like flip up on it. I have also thought about getting an aftermarket front bumper, but I do really like the look of just the stock bumper, the stock look. It's already steel, already has tow hooks, it's already compatible with different accessories. Like I said, the winch already fits inside of it, so I really don't have a need or a desire to get a new bumper because I like the stock one already. The rear bumper is pretty nice as well. I don't really think I would want to attach anything else to the rear. But yeah, I do like the way it looks right now. And as for any other future plans with my 392, like I said, that's pretty much all I was thinking about for like off-road mods. In the future, if I do get more into off-roading, I might think about getting like 37-inch tires, because I do believe those would fit on the stock suspension and on the stock wheels of this 392 how it sits right now. So maybe once I get new tires, I might just upgrade to a 37, but we'll see about that. The 35s definitely handle everything perfectly, and that's what this Jeep was designed to use. So I don't know if I'll do that, but you know, it's still an option for me that I'm considering. Along with that, I have also thought about getting a catback exhaust, because obviously if you got a 392, then you definitely have to be able to let people hear that thing, especially if you're accelerating hard. Now, one good thing, of course, about the 392 Wrangler is that you do have this active exhaust valve. So if you press this button, you can actually close the valves on the exhaust and it'll just make it quiet. So definitely a very good feature, but a lot of people do think, like including myself, I also think that it could be a bit more loud, could be, you know, just have more sound. And obviously it's not going to be nearly as loud as my Challenger was, because that thing had long tube headers, callus mid pipes, and a mid muffler delete. It was crazy loud. I definitely don't think I want to go that crazy with my Jeep here. I definitely don't think I want to do the long tube header, because that would require a whole like tune for the engine. I just don't know if I want to go that route and, you know, void the warranty and everything. But it's definitely you know, definitely a possibility as well. But definitely been thinking about the Borla Attack catback, which is the loudest one that they have, and probably the best one that I've seen so far for 392s. So definitely let me know down in the comment section below if you guys do think I should get that catback exhaust. And also let me know if you have any winch suggestions. I'm looking at the worn winch, not really sure which model I'm looking at. Really haven't done too much research on winches, but if you do have any suggestions that fit the stock bumper on a 392 Wrangler, then drop those down in the comment section below for sure. So hope you guys liked this video. Like I said, just a quick little exploration video, going through a nice little creek crossing, seeing how easy it was for the 392. Obviously no issues whatsoever for the 392, and you know, had some fun exploring this road with my Jeep here. So like I said, hope you guys enjoyed, and if you guys have any suggestions for any future mods that you would like to see on the 392 or on my XJ, definitely drop those down in the comment section below. And if you guys have any questions, also drop those down in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching.